Hello and welcome. Welcome to Dragon Memorial. Yes, as you can see, we are starting directly on the battle map. That's because it's easier for the cameras. As you can see, Jorg is still an unmoving picture. And Fisher, well, yeah, it's hard to fault Andre for anything because he's probably right now finishing to bring an injured person to a hospital and is about to start his way back to us. So yeah, that's. But Jorg is his fault, and he may not be keeping up with us much longer because, in short, he overbooked himself, and the only way out is to sacrifice us. So Remy will be happy. But not the dungeon master.
The PC, to be clear.
No, that's what I said. That's why I said Remy.
Well, sometimes names are used interchangeably, so.
Yeah. So yeah, don't worry. Fisher should be here shortly, in 15 minutes, if his last message was accurate and he doesn't have any traffic. All right, so time to make this Dungeons and Dragons. As always, I forgot to open my what happened last episode folder. Alright, we don't need a storm in the background. Here we go. Oh yeah, well, if you like the thunderstorm with background, it's ambient mixer. If you like the world map, it's Wonder Giraffe. If you like the battle map, like this one, it's Dungeon Alchemist. And if you like the town map, it's Canvas of Kings. Yay! Hey, and who knows? Maybe we'll get to see more of my towns. I've made a series of on stream of generic towns, generic village. Haven't done towns yet, but a series of village. So, hey, we might actually get to see villages. Made villages, so you'll be able to see where you're going and what you want to do and things like that. Yeah, so that's for the publicity and what I've been doing with the other day of streaming. And if you're wondering, that's on Thursdays. Map making and world building. Right now we're world building, but we're also making maps. So, what happened last episode here on D&D? Well, our D&D game. So, last episode, the attack started. The enemy launched their first wave. They knew it would be costly, however, they are all aware the longer they wait, the higher chance they lose their prize. Volleys of arrows rained down on our adventurers as bards started to play music to inspire the troops. Fortunately, a group of bards were on the side of our heroes, so in the distance, a battle of music took place as two groups of bards clashed to destroy one another while countering and attacking the other. Thanks to some help from Remy, the Battle of the Bards ended in favor of our adventurers. Meanwhile, at the fort, troops were making their way to the walls. Arrows and fireballs, not firewalls, fireballs, softened the defenses of the walls, and purple worm erupted from the ground and attacked, supported by an aerial assault. That's a lot of things. For now, our heroes are holding. Let's see if it lasts. Oh, look, and there's someone who wants to be my friend in the chat. That's odd. He just wants me to have to add him on Discord. Oh. Well, you know, if he wasn't a bot, that might actually be nice, but yeah.
At minimum, suspicious user.
Well, yeah, and the chat says that this user is suspected of trying to circumvent banishment, and he did create his account a day and a half ago. But he likes the chill vibe. Okay. I've never been so popular in my life.
Alright.
Alright, so a little bit of...
I was fighting a worm with Jorg, and Fisher was fighting a worm with Hornak.
Paranad.
And Remy was, I think, also helping against the worm with Fisher.
No, Remy is flying on its way back.
Oh no,
to
right,
help
Remy
all
isn't
of
back
you.
yet. Right, Remy isn't back yet. Yes.
Yeah, though apparently he sees something on the way back.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So now that I see the map in front of me, so Jorg is helping audience. Ornak is helping Fisher. Magna is hiding. I've just been summoned with all of my upgrades. I don't want to die again. I'm gonna go.
Her upgrades are not enough to keep her alive in this situation.
Oh, good lord, good lord. And Remy is flying back. And we were starting, if I'm not mistaken. So that was 1 round, 2 round, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Top of initiative? I don't remember.
I think it's... We're at the beginning of the 9th round.
Yeah.
You've been doing this for almost a full minute.
I know one of the worms was very hurt, and
Yes.
my worm was less hurt.
Exactly. And yes, Remy, as you mentioned, as you are flying back, because you're arriving from the south, there are a few things that you can see that others can't currently. So as you're flying back on this round, you notice, first of all, you notice something strange in the fog of the southern line. Brief moments where you see this odd purple worm also appearing from the fog, then disappearing, reappearing, then disappearing. The way that it's moving, it's not reminding you of an anxious creature or something that's being held back so that it can attack. It's, you've seen it because you know you're a poacher by trade, so you've seen this kind of behavior. It's the kind of behavior of a creature which is being restrained and forcefully brought to the ground. So this is what this reminds you of. You could slow down and make an actual perception roll. Otherwise, I'm staying with this as your passive perception.
Honestly, if it's weird enough, especially if it's like literally disappearing and reappearing in the fog,
it's like watching something go and you see it appearing.
take time just to make sure this isn't something like that's going to be a problem. It's like so he will slow down to look.
Okay. So you can make a perception roll, get more details.
That's gonna be 24.
Okay. Damn, I've written. My sheet of paper on which I've written all of your initiative is so torn and holy because of how many times I have erased the number that I can't read audience's initiative because it's written on 2 pages.
I see.
I have to align the paper correctly for the number to complete itself. I think it's written 18. Okay, so audience would go.
Sounds to me like you need a different paper.
Yes, no, absolutely. It's.
I was going. Are you asking if I was going before the worm?
See how the pages is completely torn up and how there are holes.
Yeah, I was going before the worm in initiative.
Oh, I know you're going before the worm. The worm literally goes last.
Yeah.
I think the main question being asked is like if we are going to continue with the initiative and other things get added to it, just keeping track of where audience is.
Well, I was just wondering if I'm giving Remy this information out of turn for him or or not. Technically, Fisher is the first one to go with a 23. Where is Terry's sheet? Guest of the Garden.
Let me open the campaign. I can play Fisher for like a turn or something until he gets back. If we need to go to.
Okay, so the worm is incapacitated until Terranad's turn. And
he had the psychic lance in him, right?
Yeah.
That worm did.
So right now he is incapacitated, but Terry has no more level 3 spells. So he can keep casting it, but he's gonna burn higher spell slot if... So that's a bit up to you, honestly.
Okay. Well, if it's Fisher's turn, let me see how many spells Fisher has. I don't think any of the spells matter that much. No. Just look at his actions. He's already used that.
I mean, he can already cast Sword.
Is he just making his?
The zero concentration.
Yeah, I think Fisher probably is just making at this point.
The worm looks pretty severely injured. All of the spell damage that Terry has been inflicting has crippled the worm.
14. Yeah. I'm just gonna go simple with Fisher and just not use any of his resources, and even if it's not completely optimal, and I'll just do 2 attacks with Fisher.
Well, he is a warrior, so.
Yeah, we'll just keep it simple with Fisher till he gets here, so we can move through. So that's plus 12.
Yeah, keep it
I mean,
simple.
you can
Use his headbutts.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you can just do like a 1 cantrip attack and then 1 regular attack with a bonus action, and that's kind of done.
Yeah, I could also do that. I could green. I could like green flame blade. He does that a lot. Nah, I don't care. We're just making 2 attacks. All right.
That's
I'm not wasting time
priceless.
with
Are we making
plus 12 plus 12 on a 13? I think a over 20 hits the worm, right? 25.
Yes.
Okay, we're just 2d6 plus 7. Cool. 5, 10, 17 damage on the first attack. The next one will hit. 6, 3, 9, 16, and 16 damage on the next attack. There you go.
All right. Keeps chipping at pieces of the worm. He bleeds from everywhere. He looks crippled and injured. He's starting to become unconfused. So, Terry wants to know what Fisher wants him to do.
We'll keep the worm. You can burn 1 higher level spell slot to keep the worm confused 1 more round. Not let it do its actions.
Okay.
Psychic lance.
Intelligence. Saving throw. He rolled a natural 20 on intelligence roll.
Fisher will silvery barbs that. Where is that?
Where's Terry's save? Here they are. And any bonus?
I'll just tell Fisher use the silvery barbs.
Intelligence -5. Yeah. Okay. Okay, no indication on if. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where are my 2 other dice? Here we go. We got 1 here. And I know the other one's here.
Oh, sorry, my cat wants out.
No, it's not. Why am I missing a dice? No, I'm not missing a dice. Here it is. Alright. And Terry does a lot of overkill. Okay. That's not too good tonight. All right. He burns. Level 5, which is 1 spell slot higher. Which means he adds another dice of damage. Okay, that's the equivalent. That's easier to calculate. Alright. Well, you see a beam of energy come out of Terry's mouth, and it hits the poor creature, who just starts screaming and screaming and screaming, and blood starts pouring out of his mouth as he's screaming. And do they have any other orifice? No, they don't have any more orifice, and it just screams and falls to the ground in a huge Terry has killed a purple worm.
Nice.
The small worm killed the big worm. Oh!
Hello.
Hello!
Nice. Terry just killed the purple worm in front of you.
Hell yeah.
I made 2 attacks with you, and I burned the silvery barbs because it rolled the nat 20 on Terry's save. On the lands. But yeah, that was your turn. Your turn unfortunately just happened. You just missed it.
Oh, sounds pretty good.
Yeah. But no, Terry finished off your worm.
Now the smaller worm must consume the larger worm in order to gain its powers.
That's gonna take a while.
You just see
do we have another 2 weeks to sit here?
You just see Terry looking at you, and he says, "Feed me! Feed me now!"
Technically, I think Terry is an eldritch, and purple worm's a monstrosity. So
There's a aberration.
Aberration, yeah. So technically different species, but.
Yeah, that's kind of worse because the aberrations are essentially aliens. So an alien would consume a monstrosity.
No, Terry doesn't eat it. He just burrows into its brain now that it's dead and reanimates its husk.
Yeah, Terry goes down the necromancer route. Necromancer, the purple worm.
Now he just reanimates it, and now he's got a mecha purple worm.
Yeah.
It works the same way as he does.
Alright.
Raimi will form the head.
Good heavens. Alright, so Fisher, you feel so proud. Terry has just destroyed the mind of a purple worm. Which means it goes down to audience.
Alright. Audience will also be attacking his purple worm.
In front of everybody.
Yep. 32 is gonna hit on the first one.
Absolutely going off on that worm.
Yeah, that.
Beating it silly.
12.
It's actually rather obscene.
You know, he's just using Divine Smite.
12 plus 27 is 39 damage on the first attack. And 24, I believe, hits.
Yes.
Uh, 36 damage on the second attack.
Okay.
Not good enough.
No. You're just not on the same level as Terry. You know, you see the huge purple worm fall in the distance, and as always, Terry slowly turns toward you, audience.
You can tell.
I'm gonna be honest. Audience does not notice with a 3 on perception from across.
What do you mean you don't notice a 4-inch long worm turn to look at you from over 100 feet away?
For some reason, you get the image shoved in your mind. All right, you.
How hurt is the worm looking now?
Severely injured, nearly crippled. You've managed to go under the scales and hit something, almost pushing your sword to the hilt, and taking it back. It is very injured, but still alive.
Still alive. Alright. Whose turn? I cast my also. That's for its turn.
It's Almanac's turn.
15.
It's Almanac's turn. Hold on.
His last order was to damage the worms. I don't know what he can do from the other side of the wall.
Well, you're 100. The creature is 105 feet away. So, oh, you're gonna like and hate him, I think.
I'm fine if he kills it. Audience really does not care.
He just doesn't want to get eaten by the creature on its turn.
Yeah. We're in an all-out war right now. Audience does not care if he doesn't get to kill the final blow on this purple worm.
Alright. So, let's... burn another level 2 spell and just... Oh, he only needed 2 hit. Okay, and it's... And his bonus to hit is... 9. Oh, okay. He hits twice. Yes, he hits twice. Uh, 11, 12, 14, 15. Amazing. You just managed to injure the beast. You see it thrash around, trying to plan its way out. You see it look down as it's about to leave, and then suddenly you see a bunch of leaves just... For a moment, it feels like Avenak tried to kill you. You look at him, you look at the worm, and you see the worms go... It had 8 hit points left after your attack.
Oh. It was guaranteed dead on its turn, by the way. Because it would have died to my spirit guardians.
Oh, damn. It just...
Oh well.
It would have tried to escape, stay alive, but...
Yeah. It would have taken, the start of my turn, and min 8 would have, even if it succeeded its save, it would have taken 8 damage, so...
But...
Exactly 8.
That was one of your best round of attack so far. I have every single round of damage that you did, and this round is the round on which you made the most damage.
I did high roll my Divine Smite this round. That was, I think most of my dice were like 6s and 7s.
Mm-hmm. So, you get the point for assist.
I'm pretty sure I did. I don't think Jorg did anything, so I'm pretty sure I did the other like 230 damage or whatever. How much HP the worm has?
Yeah, Sam, that was that like 50-yard perfect pass that they just dink in at the back post.
We'll take it. All right, now we got a fucking airship to deal with.
Yeah, the easy part.
The easy part. We
But
dealt with the worms.
We get to Remy's turn. And Remy, with what you saw with your roll, it's a bit close, you know. You just did a slightly above average superhuman roll. Just saying. You know. So, you manage to briefly see something else peering through that bank of fog. You notice one of the rope being used. You see someone holding it for a very brief moment, and you think it's one of the persons which was there inside of the camp earlier today. It doesn't last long, but it feels like you remember him. You remember seeing him there. And just to help you with that, your roll is high enough that on the edge of the fog, you pick up some light signals going in your direction. They did see you coming back. And you can just make out a thief can't light signal telling you favor repaid. And then they finish the last one by saying, don't forget yours later.
Alright. Rose helped us out.
So, there were supposed to be more Purple Worm, but, you know, a guild that specializes in attacking vicious and rare animal just saw this huge beast appearing in front of them. You sort
I
of
really
get...
wanted some purple worm poison.
Yeah, that stuff's pretty good.
I mean, a purple worm is
not bad.
purple worm is a great take also for their guild because of all the fucking like precious gems and shit that they get inside of them.
So, you can understand them, and it makes sense for them to leave now because they sort of told everyone, "Hey, fuck it, man. You're giving us purple worm. You can have the exile. We're taking the worm with us." So you also get the. It's their way of leaving this place without everyone attacking them and making it too obvious that they're on your side.
Yeah, they were just here for the purple worm. Makes sense. It's what their guild does.
Yeah. Dragon, it looks like audience and Ramey's cameras are not correct on the...
Oh, probably because of when you came in.
Yeah, probably.
Here we go.
Oh, we are together. We are smashed together.
It's like,
Ramey's
I'm not
like,
sure
what
if
do
you
you
can
know?
get
No,
much
it's
closer.
God, Fisher, why do you have to say anything?
What are you, a homophobe or something?
Yep.
Damn it. Alright, so Remy, you have this visual confirmation that they took down the purple worm and they're taking it as their prize here. But you also have a second visual confirmation, maybe 200 feet away, because of your slightly above average superhuman roll. They didn't take one purple worm, they took two purple worm.
Oh.
There was supposed to be a purple worm on each wall.
Definitely hate fighting.
So, you get that last bit of confirmation as you're just slowing down enough to get all of this information, and then you start flying again. You'll be there on next turn because you slowed down. You know, you're not quite there yet, but it does allow you to see one other thing as you're flying forward. Jorg left out a field of brambles, so everyone that tried to get through it got slowed down. Then he threw down a bunch of insect, and there people were getting torn apart. And as they tried to leave, to retreat toward the fog, you see another group of people emerging from the fog and attacking them. There is a brief moment where you're trying to figure out what this is, but with your slightly above average superhuman roll, you manage to recognize a few things about this party. One, you recognize Longshot because he's really hard to miss. He's short and he's using rope darts. But he seems to have slightly upgraded his arsenal, and he is not only using rope dart, he's using chain darts, he's using whip, you think?
Whip darts.
It's sort of a weird weapon. It mashes everything together. It looks like a whip, it reacts like rope dart, and it seems to be made out of chain, you know? Well, essentially, he's Simon Belmont from Castlevania. I just realized that.
The real question is he Simon Belmont from the classic cartoon Captain N?
Alright, no, let's go with something that's a bit more impressive. I don't know if you saw the animation. It was Trevor Belmont. And essentially it's based on a third Castlevania.
Mm-hmm.
More impressive. And then you see a bunch of monks accompanying him.
Hail?
They all start attacking, and you have that moment of, hey, it's Tobiyashi! And Tobiyashi! And Tobiyashi! And Tobiyashi?
Oh gosh.
Uh-oh, they're breeding.
And then you see one go, oh, Tobiyashi jelly. So that's what he meant by getting some cannon fodder.
Brutal.
The crazy thing is each of them could literally be a new character. So that's kind of wild. You're just watching multiple Tobiyashis get murdered.
Well, so long as the original one isn't destroyed, you can get an army of level 9 Tobiyashis.
Slowly leans down to one of the piles. Like...
Alright, so that's what he meant. Interesting.
Bad.
You're the only person in the world who can genuinely say that he can have an orgy with his husband's Tobiyashi.
The weird use of pronouns.
Yeah.
Accurate.
They plural.
All right.
Actually, the most accurate use of pronouns he, they.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought it was heathen. No. Sorry.
No, he, they, them.
Yeah, I know.
He, him, they, them.
All right. So you have confirmation that your friends captured and are probably leaving with 2 purple worms. as payments, and they consider that their part has been done for this siege, so they're leaving. And you have confirmation that you're being helped by a platoon of Tobiashis. And then you just keep flying. That's usual. I mean, that can happen to anyone.
I mean, look, it just continues with the ongoing trend of Raimi makes friends with everybody.
Well, actually, it's more Terry that makes friends with everybody.
Raimi makes connections with everybody.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so you are one turn away from getting back with all of your friends. The huge purple worm is gone. So let's take count the big ones here. Alright, and you find yourself on the walls. I only have one. This one here. And alright, the elementals managed to disconnect one of the ladder that was being energy ladder, which were being placed on the walls, but more are being generated. What does Jorg want to do? He panics and uses his orb, and that's it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We saw Raimi saw long shot on this.
You don't know that.
What direction is that? Down?
Yes, south. Yeah.
Did you say we didn't see that?
Yeah, it's Remy that saw this because he's flying.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I guess from Jorg's point of view, no, Jorg changed place, so he can't see what's happening on the southern front right now.
Mm-hmm. I guess now that the worm's gone on the western side, does it look like enemies are moving in?
Yes, there is a little bit of hesitation, but it does appear that they're trying to still move forward. They're positioning themselves just a little bit closer, and they're getting ready to start firing on top of that wall again. The purple worm managed to slightly damage the upper wall, but not enough to destroy it. There may be a few crenellation that have been destroyed and a few holes on top of the gate, but not enough to weaken its integrity.
I believe, if I remember correctly, he's currently concentrating on a 4th level call lightning that he was hitting the worm with.
Yes.
So I think he'll just start hitting those guys. Call down more lightning.
They're about
approaching from that side.
They're about 80 feet away. Can it reach?
It's a 60-foot radius sphere. So 120 feet. I was thinking it was covering basically, the ground in front of the western wall there.
Okay. In that case,
the DC 17 dex save.
For one archer. Oh goodness, 17 on the dice.
That's 19 So 9 lightning damage.
One gets shocked.
Cold lightning is 5-foot radius that it hits.
Yeah, okay. A case can be made that it can hit two
How close
people.
together are
They're in a line. They're moving forward
they?
slowly. So, yeah, a case can be made that you can have hit 2. So, how much damage?
And then I think seeing archers advance, again, he's just gonna hit the deck.
How much damage you said he did? 9?
Well, 19.
19, okay.
So if they save, it's halved.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
It wasn't a great roll.
That's okay.
I guess it was an okay.
It's an average roll, I think.
Little below average.
3d10, that's mean it's 11. The average would be 15.
Is
16.
He's upcasted at 4th level, so it's 4d10. But
Oh. Well, then it's a bit...
So the average would be 22.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's a little below.
So he's a little bit below average.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Which is really weird because he's heard that phrase directed at him so many times in his life.
Well, surprisingly, a whole lot more since he met all of you. All right. How would he hide? Just behind a... inside of a tower, or...
Yeah.
Side of a tower. All right. Let's go hide there. All right. So now we got everyone else. It was Jorg, Onak. All right, he did something. Remy. All right, everyone did something. All right, so. Well, purple worm has just fallen there. Purple worm has just fallen there. So they're not gonna attack. It's within 6 seconds. So probably by the time the purple worm has hit the ground, the round ends. So it wouldn't make sense for them to attack on these fronts. They would attack on these fronts. On this front, actually, there's only one. All right, fireball hits the walls of the northern edge. But actually, it's not that bad. Really not that bad. That's 3, 6, 9. A fireball that does 9 damage? No. 12. 12 damage. Still not a lot. But
Still, oof.
jeez Louise.
I mean, technically, the weakest damage that a fireball can do is 0.
Yeah.
Or no, actually,
Can it do 0?
negative if we include creatures that can be healed by fire.
Oh, there you go.
Well, yeah.
All right. So that's really not enough to do a lot of
That's
damage.
it. I think that honor usually belongs to lightning damage.
Yeah,
as
there's been a drastic reduction of creatures that can heal with damage in the 5th edition compared to the others. Here we go. Okay. The ship. There's one tower that's missing, so we're gonna go with a d6 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So, the airship above you, it's literally above you. It was moving forward. It's making a pass. All of the towers keep firing on it. In return, it is firing toward the ground where you all are. It's aiming at one of the towers specifically. The lower left tower, where Jorg just took refuge.
Dang.
Fortunately, Azedra has ways to get out of harm ways with reaction. But Jorg. I'm gonna give him advantage on the save because he's inside of a tower and it's made to withstand damage.
What kind of save is it?
It's gonna be a dexterity save.
Roll a 15 on the die. Plus the bless. A 19.
Okay. That's 5. That's 6. $19 would be enough to succeed. Still a whole lot of damage coming his way. Alright, so that's... That's 42 points of damage. He got a save, so we'll cut this by half. So 21 points of damage from fire, I'll say, because they can change the type of damage, but fire is nice. It creates a little bit of terror as people
I think you will absorb elements.
Alright.
And then he needs to make a concentration save for Call Lightning. That is gonna succeed.
Alright, the tower shakes. The tower is damaged. It's not gonna fall on this one, but it can't take many more direct hit like this. The ship starts to move away, but just as it's... You okay, Sam? Just as it's leaving the sky right above your head, the counterattacks of the tower manage to collapse the barrier around it, meaning that now damage is going to start impacting the hull of that ship. But you only have 2 intact towers and a third one that will most likely fall if it's attacked again. And we go back to the top of the initiative with all of you. This combat has been going on for a full minute. Although you haven't been doing something for a full minute, it is still a stressful environment with arrows just falling from the sky everywhere. Most of the defense of the fort are still intact, but the western, eastern, and northern front still seems to be taking attacks from the enemies surrounding it. And there are more and more, and some of them are appearing from behind the fogs. Audience and Fisher, I'd say that you can probably see what the next danger is, because you see those you see people carrying hand carts, so rather small, but there is a device on them. And just looking at it, it feels like, okay, it's something to throw. It looks like an arm that's going to throw something, similar to what you would use to throw clay pigeon. So it's easy to deduce that, okay, that's what they use to throw these ladders. I think we're about to lose Sam. Hello.
No, we'll go.
Do you want to go get something to drink? It feels like you're about to pass
No,
out.
I'll make it to the break.
Okay. So, long day?
Yeah, just tired.
It's okay. I understand. Alright, so like I said, probably the northern front is already has a small population of those people carrying hand carts with this device on it, because there are 2 ladders which have started to that have taken grip on the walls, and you
What
can
side
see
did we
some.
put the dwarves on?
The eastern side.
Okay. So the northern side is undefended right now.
Northern side is undefended. Western side, there's supposed to be something, but it hasn't revealed itself. So you're not sure what's going to happen. For now, it seems unguarded, but there is at least Jorg's lightning spell, which kind of acts as a small deterrent, but also it's not mass murder.
There's also there's also a plant growth on the western side.
So enemies are approaching slower from the western
And then
side.
Tobiyashi is on the southern side, right? Or the Tobiyashis.
The Tobiyashis with an S on the southern side, yes.
Okay.
Toby's Yashis.
Okay, and we still have the airship, but it's getting damaged.
Yes, and the way that it's moving, it feels like it's going to be making passes. So it's going to leave and come back.
Okay. I guess Audience will make his way towards the northern part of the wall.
Now, wouldn't it be fun if Tobiyashi actually rejoined us after that? You know, it would be right on.
Plays
Right.
as the collective hive mind of level 9 characters. He never levels up again, he just gets more.
I mean, if you want to get really technical, your challenge rating would increase exponentially with more of you than just by increasing 1 level.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a swarm of Tobiyashis.
Yeah.
Alright, so I moved you, audience, at A7. It's a flying dash. No, it's not a flying dash. It's normal flight if I put you at
Normal
A4. I forgot it was
Okay.
50. So if I put you at A4, it's a normal flight. You can get there with your normal movement. Fisher, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay there?
The ship's on its way out currently, correct?
Yes, but it's still in range. It's
Yeah.
still going to be able to fire on the fort at least one more time before it goes away and then start coming back.
Okay. I am going. Is the. Correct me if I'm wrong. The northeast tower above me there, that got hit once, right?
That one is destroyed. It collapsed.
Oh, it's
it
fully.
fell.
Okay.
Yeah, I should probably remove those if it fell. There we go. And we're gonna put a large gray dot on it so that everyone remembers this one has been destroyed. Now, it's not a hole that allows people to get in from the ground. It's just the tower that has collapsed.
I think I want to take the place of that Mephit at C20. Am I able to, with the tower collapsed, am I able to like see out to the northern side from there as well as the eastern side?
Let's go with a percentage. This is the big number, and this is a small number. With only 30% of the tower left, yes, you can.
Okay. Can I tell which side looks like it's the northern side is pretty close to break-in, right? Because I've hit it with so many fireballs.
There aren't a lot of protection left on top. The fireballs have done a great job at destroying the crenellations and scorching the top of the wall. Anyone standing there will not be making saves with advantage or anything like this. It's getting easier and easier for the enemy to attack it. It's the most vulnerable side, and probably the one that it's going to be the hardest to defend right now because of how much damage it took.
I'm gonna try and. How many charges do I have left in this wand?
You said 14 when I looked at your sheet. I don't know if it was updated.
4 of 7.
Oh, the wand, not the
Yeah.
not the sword.
I think I'm gonna blast another fireball out towards the guys on the north side
Okay.
with the wand.
Okay. And your save is?
With the wand, it's a DC. Sorry,
15, you said?
Yeah.
Alright. Rolled an 18.
A lot of 1s and a lot of 6s.
Well, it averages out.
For a flat 30.
Alright. So, archers. To dexterity, so 18 plus 2, 20, minus 2 because of the permanent bane on the battlefield, which means they rolled 16 in total. So they take how much damage, you said?
30.
They're just small archers, so you manage to... And you see a few people just being blown up and thrown in every direction. Right. You managed to mostly pulverize an entire squad. 5 or 6 people.
Uh-huh.
All of this counts toward their strategy. If you manage to do too much damage, there are people that are gonna start retreating, and you'll most likely get a small respite if you manage to inflict enough casualties. That's usually how siege go. If you let them come, they're gonna try and get in. It's a strategy that you can use. You can either let them come close, get in, and try to kill them at melee. You're gonna kill a lot more, but you can always try and push them back if they suffer too many casualties, if they get demoralized, then you've managed to kill 1 out of 2 person giving commands. So essentially they roll with disadvantage moral check. If they fail, they're going to leave, they're going to regroup, and they're going to come back. Which gives you time to make a new strategy, possibly take a short rest, and it goes back. So 2 ways of doing this.
Are any of they're still too far out to hit with fear, right? From Terry.
What is the range of fear?
60-foot it's a cone.
Where is
Maybe
it? Where is ship construction? I'm gonna guess to the garden. Here we go. So he has cause fear.
Oh, just cause. He doesn't have fear. Just cause fear.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Cause fear is a single target, but yeah, like the fear spell is a 30-foot cone.
Yeah. Never mind then.
That said, Raimi is more than willing to spread further fear amongst the ranks.
You know, if you wanted him to have fear, you should have, guided your son a little bit more. Also known as being a good parent.
Hey, he's doing his best as a single dad.
Yeah. It's hard out here, man.
Single working dad.
Yeah. Exactly. I think I would like Terry to just kind of be ready to take off any of the magical ladder things that land.
Okay.
Either with mage hand if it's strong enough. If not, I guess do telekinesis.
By keeping it concentrate, yeah, by keeping concentration on it. I would like to remind you that Terry hasn't used 6th or 7th level spell, and he does have Chain Lightning.
Yeah, we're saving that.
Okay.
We sincerely don't know.
Seeing any real big hitters out there right now, right?
Right now, no. The most dangerous thing is the ship flying above.
Yeah.
And the ladders, which are being connected, because if they are connected for long enough, people are going to start running across them. because it's not traditional ladders. Otherwise, people would get zapped by the warding on the walls.
Yeah, I think I want him to be on like ladder duty, essentially.
Okay. So you take him and you throw him to Isalna on the other side of the.
Yeah, I guess so.
We see Terry
How
going.
good is Fisher at getting to us?
Oh, I want to see that in an animation of someone, just see Terry go like a football. Whee! All right, so she easily catches Terry as he's. Anyways, Terry would have been able to give himself a parachute if she'd missed.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but there's a very brief. I guess Remy would be the one to see it because you're arriving here on this turn. You just see Fisher look at Isalna and say, "Isalna, catch!" And you see Terry just going, "Whee!" And then you see Isalna looking at Fisher for a brief moment, as in, "How do you think that's a good idea?" And she catches it. Now, of course, Remy, for you, there's a slight different meaning to because hold on, here you are. Because so yeah, I just sent you a message because for you, you know that she's looking at him with those eyes, and not the other.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So yeah,
I'll shout across that he'll help with the ladders.
Yes, of course. Why am I screaming? She uses the link. Yes, of course. She turns around and orients him toward the ladders. All right. So, Mage Hand. Mage Hand can carry 10 pounds. And I believe he has upgraded his Mage Hand. I'm not sure. Hold on, where is he? Here he is. Oh no, he can shove with Mage Hand. He can start trying to shove the. Okay, good. Let's see. That's not enough. All right. Oh no, but of course Terry is. Terry has a crazy high bonus to attack, so that is enough. All right. But it was a DC. Oh. No, okay, that's good. Alright. So. Remy, you just arrived in here. You saw this. You're still flying. You got a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here you go. You are in the middle of the fort. You notice that it is slightly damaged. There's a tower missing. There's another tower that's partially missing, where you can see Jorg from a hole inside of the tower. The only one still on the tower is Antasia, who is... Oh, yes. So, as you're arriving, I forgot about this element of this turn. As you're arriving and you're seeing all of this and everything's being fired on every direction, Fisher, make your save because there's a volley of arrow coming in your direction. Audience.
As a reminder, everybody does have a bardic inspiration basically at the beginning of every one of their rounds.
Oh, yes. D10, yeah.
Audience, you're also receiving a volley of arrows, so dexterity save.
I get a 21.
Nice.
Um, 28.
Nice. And Almanac? Almanac fails.
He'll be using his bardic inspiration exclusively for dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe he can salvage this. Nope. So, this is for handsome audience guy. Hey, it's the largest bit contribution I've ever had. Because of audience. Do you know this person?
Alright, well now I gotta do something. Now we gotta go crazy.
Alright.
Where's this last leader at?
Just friggin' jump off the wall.
Where's this last leader at? How deep into the army is he?
He's on the other side. He's inside of the fog that's still being maintained.
Ooh, wait, is there still like the fog covering the army outside?
There is partial fog. The fog has been removed for about 300 feet around the fort, but beyond that, there are still fog,
Okay.
so you can't
and he's
see.
still, and he's out in the fog.
Oh yeah. He's still pretty much hiding in there.
Okay.
This is why Raimi is currently unbothered, because he still has the access to the Mist Raven Cowls effect.
Fair enough. Alright. There's no way I'm not gonna go try and take him out.
But as you're all
Do it, coward.
You're as you're all
I
taking...
would if I knew where he was.
Well, Remy can tell you.
Point him out, Remy.
Remy, where is the enemy leader? Well, that's one strategy. If you collapse
Points
the
in a
enemy's
direction.
command structure, it's going to be easier to defend all of
Actually,
this.
I would mental link. Yasalna knows where he is because she's been like. Does she know where the enemy leader is?
She can actually see, yeah. Because of Terry, and also now she's got Terry in her hand, and Terry is part of the link, and Terry can point out where are the concentration of magical objects. Yeah. You can roughly see where that person is.
Okay. Let's see how. Audience is gonna try something. Audience is gonna take off the wall and is gonna start heading towards where the leader is. On his turn for a dash of... My flying speed actually, I think, is 60, so 120 feet.
You're still gonna take a little bit of time to get there.
How many rounds?
He's 500 feet away.
So, 4.
Audience is going to try something else. Audience is going to use... Is it a bonus action or an action to use my teleportation?
It's an action.
It's an action.
Teleporting next to him.
Well, I have a mental image of where he is. I technically could go for it.
You could, but it's your action to get there, and then you're there.
And then I'm
you
there
gotta
with
wait
nothing.
for your next turn.
Yeah, no.
try and
How
attack him.
many? Yeah, so how many rounds?
It's
What,
500
flying?
feet, so it's gonna take you. You're gonna get there during your 4th round.
Okay. Audience is going to actually try and get there, and he's gonna try and time an arrow.
If you're really confident in yourself to be able to hold your concentration for that long, theoretically, you could hold your action to use your helm of teleportation up until the round just before your turn, and
No,
then
it's
use
okay.
use your reaction.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just pointing out.
Yeah,
What you
I
could
am gonna
do.
message Yasalna though. I want her to time one of her arrows that broke his shield, because I know it broke his shield, for right when I get there. So I'm gonna try and combo an attack with her.
Okay, so essentially distract him so she can vaporize him.
Basically, I am gonna try and break the barrier that's guarding him, or check if there is another barrier guarding him, and then I'm gonna communicate to her and to basically have her hold the action to fire the arrow for when I break the barrier.
Okay.
Through the mental link. But anyway, that'll be the next 4 or 5 rounds of audiences. Audience is dashing, and I will take any dex saves needed if people are like shooting at me.
And I guess this would be a good motivation also for audience, because as you start feeling the pressure of all of this and realize that, oh yeah, if we take out the command structure, it's gonna become a whole lot easier. But you're thinking about this and that. Should I do this? And then suddenly, the sky above the fort becomes very dark, and you see energy starting to gather. And then there's a flash, a counter flash of energy in the sky, and everything dissipates. You hear inside of the link Antasia saying, "That was close. I couldn't guarantee it would work, but that's all of my higher spell slots." No, should I say spell slot? Anyways, that's all of my higher
Spell
spells.
energy.
Spells, yeah.
She just used a counter spell on something of very high level. A mage tried to attack the fort using high level spells.
Okay. Yep, audience is gonna go try and break this leadership structure. So that's what audience is doing. Or help break the barrier so Yasalna can take out.
Alright. Audiences jump off the wall and starts flying as fast as he can. A few archer trying to take this chance to... Let's see if they can catch you. Stop prematurely. Alright, well, I'd say 19, 12, 18.
No.
You easily dodge those arrows as you're flying. Just do a barrel roll, and you see. You're good for that. Terry decides to try and pull off one of the ladders, and this one goes off, but then... Alright, we got audience that left. There's another one that appears here. And an attempt is made on the eastern wall. Try and grab the wall and try and make one of those little ladder. You see them deploy for the first time. The one at the center at A11 has been there for a full round, and you see this flicker of light, and then a energy field appears from the edge of the wall, creating a ramp all the way to the battlefield. That's how they're planning to circumvent the barrier, the wards on walls. Alright, what do you do for this round, Fisher?
That's only the one at A11.
Yeah, this one, because it's been here for a full round and nothing removed it, the plane of energy has appeared. You hear one connecting to the wall at I-20 on your side. You know that next turn, if it's not removed, there's going to be a plane of energy appearing. It's still going to take a full turn for someone to walk from the bottom to the top, so they can't attack on the moment they arrive, but still.
I think I would ask Oranak to take care of the one there at I-20. And I want to do I feel like there's room for me to make a running jump over to the north wall?
Well, you can always ask you can always push the small elemental away, and you can give yourself a 5-foot run up, you know. Oh, it's 10 foot, sorry. 10 feet.
I'm just gonna Misty Step over there. I don't need to fall off the wall right now.
So,
and then I'll make over to like A12.
So, you Misty Step to 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 30 feet, Misty Step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That should get me to like A15, and then I'll
Yeah. That's
just run the rest of the way.
You have this moment where you Misty Step and reappear 10 feet away from Isalna, and she has a really weird stare at you, sort of like not understanding why you threw Terry at her if you were just about to do this. And Remy, you're looking at this from the sky also. Huh. Okay.
Things changed.
Okay.
And then with my action, I can't do another fireball. I will just kind of, I'll just hold my sword back, just kind of batter up, and wait for someone to run up this ramp.
All right. So you move up to A12.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just holding an attack to chop somebody, the first dude that tries to run up this ramp.
All right. And as the ship starts to leave this area, it fires one more time on the tower that attacked before. Does Jorg want to leave the tower before it gets annihilated with him inside?
I would say
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he feels secure. You know.
Secure in the construction that's falling apart around him.
Yeah, you know. Some people go hide inside of structure during earthquakes. So.
I think he'd start trying to get out up onto the west wall.
Western wall. All right. Go back where he was.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
He's like,
yeah,
hide in this tower, and then it got blown up. It's like, maybe to go back.
Alright. So, the tower again receives a volley of projectile, and it takes significant damage. It is barely holding on. Most of the tower has been destroyed. The crystal above it is slightly misaligned, but the two others keep firing, and the ship has its first few impact on its hull. However, with only two towers firing accurately. And the other one's still hitting. It can take a little bit more damage. Alright. Audience, you keep flying.
Yep, dash.
As fast as you can.
Another 120 feet.
Someone tries to hit you with arrows. Oh, you know, that's a little bit better than the last time. It's close to the best they can actually do, which means it's 22, an artificial 20, and a 14.
Those will still all miss.
Damn. And then as you're flying, you see this little dot of energy arriving in your direction. Dexterity save us.
Sure. I will fail that one. That is a nat 1.
Oh, damn.
There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do about that. Even if I add the D10, it won't matter.
Alright, since you're flying and you're taking this head on, I'm gonna make you do another dexterity saving throw to see if you can keep flying or if you crash toward the ground after receiving a fireball head on.
Sure. Wow, okay, I actually will add the D10 to that. What is going on with my dex saves? 8. Okay, that's a 21 on the next one.
Okay. So even though you take the fireball straight on for 27 damage, fire damage, you manage to keep flying mostly straight, going through that explosion.
Alright.
All right. Remy, anything you want to do?
So right now we have an energy ramp established and one on the way.
2 actually. You've got one at A11 that has been established. Arunak is moving to try to take care of the one at I20, and there is one at A3 that is connected with the wall but hasn't materialized an energy ramp.
Like, does Remy know if he would actually be able to deal with the ramps?
In what way?
As in, because like you're describing them as like energy ramps. I'm just wondering if like they can be disrupted or destroyed, basically.
Yeah, there's definitely a multitude of way of going at this. It is an energy ramp, meaning that it is a magical field. So dispel magic would disrupt them temporarily. So very nasty while people are climbing on board of it because they just fall. It's a little thing that is being thrown. A rope with 2 devices attached at each extremity, and the goal is to throw them so they bite the wall, and the 2 devices become the outer edge of the energy ramp. So if you can just dislodge one, the ramp cannot connect properly. And of course, there's always the part connecting to the ground that can also be attacked.
So then, of those things, like for example, again, this is asking a lot of background information, but like since this is literally new for me, is it easier to disrupt a ramp that has already been made or one that is on the way to be made? Or is it roughly the same anyway?
I'm gonna say it's roughly the same because the magical device itself it's simply that it hasn't been activated. So if you make it dispel magic before it activates, it's just gonna be someone's gonna try and activate it, and it's gonna damn, it's not activating. But if you do it while it's there, it's gonna flicker off and disappear, and they're gonna have to reinitialize it on the ground. So it's roughly the same roll. So it's not easier, it's just the effect that's gonna be slightly different.
Then I guess Remy would try to go over to the ramp that is already connected to the wall to see if he can dislodge it / destroy the part that's connecting it.
Okay, so where you are, it's it's 50 or 60 your movement speed.
You gave know we looked this up yesterday. Well, not yesterday, the last session.
Time. Yeah.
I know how time works.
Mm-hmm.
It moves forward. It can slow down, it can accelerate. Just can't move backward. Everyone knows that. Because if you can move 60, then you can reach it. If you can move 50, then you're 10 feet short.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not using my bonus action for anything,
Okay.
so...
Then in that case, you can easily reach it. All right.
It winds up being 50.
You see Fisher's there looking at this ramp, ready for someone to come in. You just look at him and try and dispel the ramp.
Well, again, sorry, maybe I misheard one of the other options, because you said that it was possible to dislodge or disrupt it that didn't involve dispel magic.
Well, once it's there, dislodging the biting element can be a little bit more dangerous for your hands, but it's essentially the same role.
Then we're... Well, actually, then, in which case, won't use my bonus action to dash there. I'll still be 10 feet away, but that's what the mage hand is for.
Okay, I get it. All right.
Plus, it keeps me from being, directly in front if somebody does come up the ramp, so...
All right.
That's that 2 for 1.
So... Alright, the advantage with Terry is because he has telekinesis, he can shove things. So, but your mage hand, does it have an increased ability, like the ability to shove or the ability to lift more?
None that I have been given, anyway.
Okay.
Though then, that also just depends on how heavy energy is.
Oh, it's more of a question of how deep has the object bitten in the wall itself. That's gonna tell me if you can actually manage to pull it off.
Honestly, I'm just looking for something to do.
With a 19 on the dice, I think you try and dislodge it, and you are forced to admit that Terry would beat you at an arm wrestling match with Mage Hand. It's lodged too deep inside because your hand can only pull 10 pounds, I think. It fails, essentially. You pull, and it doesn't want to pull out.
So yeah, that would have been all of my actions, so I can't do anything more than that.
All right. So before we start the next round, who wants to go to the break?
It would make sense.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the break. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Change the music. Go back to the classic. All right. See you in 15 minutes. Bye. And we're back! Just in time. Alright. Let's so that I don't accidentally move something. There you go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So no one wants to be laughed at while they're doing something. So let's remove the ducks. And let's go back to the flank. Okay. So audience keeps moving forward. Third round of flying toward the enemy. You are at 360 feet. Is that it?
120. Not 360. 120. 60 feet times 2.
What? Huh?
What? 60 flying speed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, so we're 3 turns in.
Oh, you meant on the third. I was saying 120 per round.
Yeah.
It was
saying currently
total 360, yes. 360, yes, of total. I thought you meant 360 per round, and I was like, no, I'm not that fast.
No, dude, what are you doing? Take it. Take that.
I'm not that fast.
Why are you correcting you?
I was wondering, it's 360. Why are you saying 120 in 3 rounds? You're flying in circle?
No.
He's doing sick moves.
Yes. 2 more. I should be able to get there in 2 more rounds.
Yeah. Actually, 1 2/3.
Yeah. Well, 1 and I don't have to dash, which I probably won't on the final round, so I can do stuff.
All right. On the base, we still have a hail of arrow coming your way. Fisher, Agunak, Remy, Jorg. It's raining arrows. I know you'd rather it be raining something else, but... Alright, Fisher.
That is a 16.
16 is right enough. So the total is 15, 16, which means you save, which means it's half, so it's 8 points of damage. Remy, I know that you practically need to roll a natural 1, but
It's 23.
23. You nimbly dodge those arrows as you're flying in the sky.
Jorg got a nat 20.
Damn. He briefly took refuge in the crumbling tower and went back out. So he only takes 8 points of damage. And Agunak takes 15. Oh no, Agunak can use the yay! He only takes half.
Jorg and I both succeed on our concentration save. Checks.
Alright, he's gonna use those to get back a little bit of hit point. Alright, so that's that. And then the enemy fires. No, because people are running up the ramp, so not firing fireballs on the northern one. firing fireballs on the eastern one. And that's a miserable fail. That's 11, that's 10, that's 16, that's 21, that's 25. Oof, Arunak is not liking what's happening. Alright. That's for them. Salna is still looking at... Oh, well, she has Terry, so she's gonna... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's gonna go there, and she's gonna let him try and dislodge this ladder. Which means a DC would be, and it's the equivalent of a shove. You succeed. Alright. But now we got here, and an attempt at connecting here. All right. New attempt at connecting. All right. So on the plank, you start on the energy plane. You start seeing enemies starting to make their way. They're moving carefully, cautiously, but they are moving slowly up. Now, you haven't done anything that would suggest that it might fade from under them, so they're doing the smart thing and covering part of the distance, so they can actually, on the next turn, jump off and attack. Unless you want to jump on and go, you know. Alright, connection on these sides. That's right, I forgot to remove... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Forgot to remove him. Forgot to remove him. Okay. Little elementals. They're not doing so well with the fireballs. The arrows, they can resist that easily, but fireballs...
The ones next to me, fireballs can't hit me or within 10 feet of me.
Well, anyways, where you are right now, because people are moving up, they're not attacking with fireballs that wall. They're only attacking... They're only attacking with fireballs the walls that they want.
Fire.
Alright, so that's...
But they're bad guys. They're not supposed to care about their troops.
Well, they're neutral guys. Alright. So, what about the rest of you? Arunak follows. Well, there's still him, so he's gonna try, and that's a really good roll. So that's easy to dislodge this one. Alright, Arunak has... It's like magic. You remove one circle and there's another one below it. Alright. I made more than I thought. Alright, so he managed to remove one. Fisher, what do you do? Still wait for them? Go meet them? Burst into dance?
Third option. How high up are... So you said they're like halfway up the ramp.
Yeah.
How high off the ground does that make them?
Well, I could do math and tell you exactly, but I'm gonna say that they're roughly 20 feet off the ground.
Alright. I am... I need to want to just start swinging at things.
You see fish in the air. Come on, come on, come on! I want to swing it. I want to swing. Come on.
Yeah. So I think I will just. How many are currently on this?
They're starting to climb. They're gonna climb it in a conga line. So you've got 4 right now that are climbing it, and more waiting for their turn to start moving forward.
All right. I'm just gonna firebolt the dude in the front.
Okay.
That.
I mean, if you want to be a real deterrent, I don't know how many charges you have left on your sword.
I do. It was only 4. That's what I was asking for. But we'll wait.
I was wondering if you could just like do a lightning bolt and deter them from
Yeah.
trying to do this again.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a little more of them to come up. I would like hold the lightning bolt, but then I would lose concentration on
Yeah, I get, yeah.
the other thing. So that is gonna be classic. All right, that's still gonna be a 20 to hit though.
It's enough. They're
All right.
they're normal troops.
Mm-hmm. For a bad roll, 14 fire damage.
Nice. Well, they're. Jeez. Sorry. Oh, I'm not looking at the right stat
And then
sheet.
I believe, let me double check. Is this melee attack or just a weapon attack? One weapon attack is a bonus action. I'll use my war magic bonus action to huck a javelin at the dude and try and finish him off.
That's what I was gonna say. The first guy that you fire on, he hits exactly what you need to put him out of his misery. So the first guy that's on the ramp, takes the firebolt and.
Well, it doesn't matter that I was aiming at the first guy because they're all in a straight line. So that probably won't hit. That's 12.
No, that's not enough, even for a.
I was aiming
soldier.
at the first guy.
So you saw him starting to fall, and you turn in the direction.
I hit his body as it's falling off. But that's
all right.
not helpful.
Roll for damage for the poor guy falling.
And a 1 on the d6 too. 6.
6. All right. If I add the fall damage, it's one of those weird circumstances where you look at the guy and he starts falling, and for some reason you followed him as he was falling. So you throw the javelin, it misses the guy, hits the ground, but the poor guy falls on the javelin, completely impaling himself, doing enough damage to completely kill him. Sort of at that moment.
Through the mental link, audience hears Fisher just go, "You didn't see it, but I did something super cool."
Nice.
Everyone,
and that'll be my turn.
Everyone heard that,
Actually, can I stand at A11 so would that prevent them from like would that make them have to get through me to get onto the wall?
Yeah.
Or would they be able to just get onto either side of
No, they'd have to get through you to get to the wall.
All right, then yeah, I'll move to A11.
And you stand your ground.
Before this first dude just rolls a nat 20 and just tackles me off the wall back.
All right, so that's Fisher. Remy.
Yep.
Fisher seems to be having fun. Do you want to spoil this for him, or?
I mean, if he already has that taken care of.
Well, it's not even that. It's just that he seems to be having fun.
I'm trying to cosplay Gimli right now. I'm just waiting at the top of the ladder at Helm's Deep.
You're too tall to hit one in the crotch.
Cosplaying Gimli's actor.
But yeah, like I said, I'm kind of struggling for things for Raimi to do. Because he doesn't really have like any single targets or any real clear like groups to deal with. And he can't do anything about the planks.
Well, there's always the cart being used to throw them. It's a small device being handled by a single person throwing these little device. So there's always that. There's the Eastern Front. Arnak is managing for now to take the energy plank off the walls, but he's taking a lot of damage while trying to do this, even though he is using his aura of vitality to heal himself as he's doing this. So he's having a little bit of difficulty. There's Jorg, who is going to have to decide whether he wants to go hide somewhere or try and handle those energy plank, because his wall is starting to lack defenders. It's going to be easy to start putting those plank up.
It might be worth it to just puppy guard the launchers and just take out whoever's trying to operate it.
Like, where is that one currently?
There are several. Every time a new plank is being made, it's one of them using the machine to throw those little device and hitting the wall. So there are several on each side of this fort, with the exception of the southern one, because Tobayashi's and Longshot are defending from the ground.
Well, like I said, then again, that kind of like leads into the whole, there are several all over the place.
Yep.
Meaning that, like, if we're doing things on a round by round basis, like, Raimi's not going to be able to deal with that.
Yeah.
Rogues aren't really meant for war combat, so I'm literally looking for like specific things that he can do, and there's kind of nothing.
Your bracers, is that a limited use thing?
It's like the special things it does, yes.
The explosive.
Yes,
thing?
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are charges. So yeah, that's okay.
Like, hence why this is a very difficult. You know what?
Yeah.
I got an idea. but in order to do it, I have to be invisible first.
Okay.
So Raimi is going to cast invisibility on himself and start flying up toward the ship.
Hell yeah.
I got nothing to do, so that's what I'm going to do.
You're gonna start running after a ship.
It's gonna circle back.
Yeah. I can't help but to have a feeling that it's kind of like a dog running after a car. I want to say, what are you going to do when you
My
catch
understanding, it's hanging out around. It's like I don't have to run after it because it's going to come back in my direction anyway.
Yeah. All right, so you go invisible and you fly up. Well, you fly up, and it does give you better visibility on everything that there is out there. If you want, you can make a perception roll.
In other words, this is the DM giving the player a bone because he's got nothing to do.
Well, yes and no. Quite honestly, it's a possibility.
Well, anyways, I can't make a perception check unless it's being given to me because it's an action to turn invisible.
Right. Well, in that case, I can ask you your passive perception, and I can go off of that.
It's 23.
Oh, it went up since the last time. Okay.
Well, yeah, we leveled up not that long ago.
Yeah.
I had 21 and this is 23. Oh, it went up. Yeah, of course, it went up 2 points because you went 1% point. All right. 23. You know, that's still just slightly above superhuman average. So.
B-lister superhero.
Yeah. You're just a normal superhero. So you look around. Going up, it allows you to see just a little bit more. You can't focus on anything on the field, but you notice that the southern front seems to have collapsed, and the troops are trying to get back to the fog. So that front is mostly safe for now. But it's a siege. They're gonna go back to the fog, and they're gonna try to get more orders to regroup, reform the ranks, and come back up. But that does tell you that if audience succeed, you may not have to worry about the southern front for quite a while, if he succeeds. You keep going up, and there's one thing that's sort of bugging you as you go up. You see those two wizards who just seems to be waiting. One of them, you'd say that he looks a little bit exhausted. That may be the wizard that has just tried to do something on the entire fort, and that Antasia counterspelled. But the other one, you've never seen him. You don't know who that is, and he just seems to be waiting.
He's just standing there ominously.
Yeah. And it's difficult to say for sure because it's not an actual roll, but your passive perception mixed with your passive insight, it kind of gives you a feeling of someone who is growing impatient. He's waiting for something before doing anything, and it's taking too long for his taste. He's on.
Almost as though he's waiting for a signal or a specific event.
Yeah. And you're looking at a wizard who's looking at the battlefield like this, and he seems to be just going like this. The Western Front, although it seems to be struggling slightly, there's some activity inside of the fog. You are not sure what's going on, but you see small, clustered explosions. Just those flash of light from inside of the fog.
Oh, is my cowl not working right now?
Oh yes, that's that's absolutely. It's difficult to be sure of who that is, but there's a high chance. Passive investigation would tell you that. Alright, so there aren't a lot of people who can actually do that. It's an archer, and she is amazing. Long blonde hair, very graceful movement, and she is tearing everything apart. There's a warrior behind her, protecting her from the back. Now, Longshot did say that he brought 6 people. 2 are Isalna and Azidra. Those might be 2 others, and there's only 2 other people fighting like this in the garden. Siaraf and Berthran.
I was gonna say, we know them. I don't remember their names.
So, but they're inside of the fog, and there's an army in front. So, either they got in from behind and they're tearing through the enemies slowly, trying to reach the walls, or it's part of a greater plan. You can't be sure. But you do.
Well, at least it gives you something to think about.
You do remember one thing from Siaraf. She can use her object to increase the power of her bow, and she can launch maybe 2 or 3 bolts that have the same power as an arcane ballista.
I mean, I would ask, does it look like they are struggling over there, or is it more just...
You want to say... I mean, it looks like they're dancing vigorously, but they're... You've seen people dance like that.
Okay, in which case... I guess depending on how many rounds it will take, I guess there's no depending about it. It's like Raymond will pay an impatient wizard a visit.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. You start flying in that direction. So, it's gonna take you a little bit of time, just like audience. you're a few rounds behind audience.
Like, well, I get 50 feet of movement. I got 100 this round, and I can consistently get 150 per round.
I'm not
using my actions for anything else.
I didn't say that that audience can absolutely get where he's going before you. I just said that you still have a little bit to catch up.
Oh no, I understand that part. I'm just re-highlighting information for your calculation's sake.
Okay, good. So 50 in that direction. Next round, 150. All right. Jorg?
I think Jorg will does he want to just try and I think he's just gonna try and get rid of this thingy here. This ladder.
Okay.
Would that be
Small athletics roll if he just tries to pull them off the wall. Because right now they're not activated, so he can just pull on it and try to...
yeah. Jorg's not super athletic. Looking out on the west side here, would he get the sense that a call lightning strike would be able to take out both a dude operating one of the throwy things and the machine itself?
It's hard to tell how resilient the machine is and how resilient the person is, but he wouldn't get the sense that it's a futile attempt.
Mm-hmm. I think he might try that.
Okay.
Instead, to try and take out
the guy succeed his save. The machine, because it's a machine, doesn't succeed his save.
That'll be 26 lightning damage.
26. 26, because he succeeded, it falls to 13, which is exactly the number of hit points he has. So he fries as the lightning strike hits him, and the machine takes 26 points of damage. The machine is damaged, but may still be operational if someone else takes it. But it may not. It's hard to tell. He's not an engineer. Or an artificer. He's the nature guy.
Making weird, sparky sounds. Who knows what that means? Alright.
Maybe I should get closer to it. It's beeping. It's saying 10, 9. All right.
Then I think that will be Jorg's. Actually, I think maybe because he could keep cons. Nah, not yet. Never mind.
All right. The methods. Can they manage to remove that? They did not here. And these one are trying on this one. They did manage it here. Okay. The ship slowly moves away, getting one last round of firing on the camp. It is unfortunately a little bit far, so it's having difficulty hitting. It pulverizes part of the ground. Another tent explodes. Portion of the wall, of the southern wall, are being hit by this, but he doesn't manage to destroy the tower because he was firing with disadvantage, and every time I rolled high and low, high and low, high and low. That's always annoying. No, that's not those. It's these dice that I have to roll. Alright. That's actually hurts. That's 10, that's 20, that's 29, that's 30. Okay, Azedra takes another little bit of damage. as the wall where she is hit by these projectiles. She's gonna move away from the center. Alright. Alright, another round ends. Audience, you keep flying.
Yep, I think this is my last round where I'd be actioning, so I think next round I will get there. So I should be now about 60. So I have 320, so another 120, 320, so 440. Yeah, so I should be about exactly 60 feet away. So I should have entered the fog at this point. I don't know if that matters.
Depends on how you fly.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I guess now that I'm 60 feet away, would I see anything? Would I see where this leader is?
You'd be able
away
to
at the end of my round.
Oh, jeez, that hurts. You'd be able to see on the other side of the fog. You do see that there is sort of a little command post, 2 or 3 tents. One of them looks like a medical tent, and they are bringing injured people. Because I completely forgot to to give you the result of the elementals attack. They've been killing people also, and injuring people. I completely forgot to tell you those numbers. So very sorry, but. They haven't just been remaining there passive and just taking damage. They're not cardboard monster. So yeah, injured people are being taken back. You see a person in front of a table. It makes sense that it's the person giving orders. You see 2 people flanking the table on each side. He doesn't seem like he's having a good time because he's yelling a lot.
Okay. Could Terry tell me through the link which one looked like the leader?
He can tell you that the furthest one, the one that seems to be yelling at everyone, has the most magical objects.
Okay. So how many people are at this table?
3 in total. There is one person and 2 other person, and he's just yelling at them, telling them to do things.
Okay, I'm gonna assume. Okay, cool. Sounds good. I will tell you what I do on my next turn.
All right. We're gonna give Remy a little bit of time to come back. Fisher. What did you do? Oh, okay, Remy's back. So you keep flying, you get another 150 feet closer to that mage. You're looking at him as you're getting closer, and you're getting more details. His robe are regal compared to many. Beautiful mage robe. He does have a little emblem that you can start making out. You've never seen that emblem before. So you don't know what he's part of. It's probably an emblem from a magic tower or something like this. But you're not an actual mage. You're just an arcane trickster. So your knowledge of heraldry for mage towers is very limited. Now, there is one person in that link that may be able to help you with that, but... And he still seems to be very impatient. But the closer you get, the more you have a feel of, pretty robes like that. That's power for wizards. You're getting closer to someone who is not taking all of this very seriously.
Well, at the very least, he'll put emblem in chat. Chat, what is this?
Chat.
Is this real?
Okay. So, you all get that image of heraldry. I don't want to make a mistake in name. Am I in the wrong file? Oh, here you go. Oh, all right. You put that picture inside of the link, and you hear Antasia responds. That's Theodrin's emblem. Not the school, his. Get out! Get out! Don't stay there! Get out! That's what she says.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah. It's the headmaster of the school that's giving her magical cart.
Yeah.
She knows him personally.
Arch wizard dude.
Mm-hmm.
He's the head of the school, the founder of the magical tower at the center of the school.
I think we should kill him. Sorry, was my for wizard show in there?
But right now, as things stands, and as best you can understand magic, and probably Fisher, you'd be the one that understands this the most, Remy has just identified the most dangerous person on the battlefield.
Well, at least he doesn't seem to be interested yet.
This might be a field trip for him.
Yeah.
And he's the chaperone.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the chaperone.
Right, well, Remy, you can't help but to think, alright, maybe I just helped everyone avoid a really, 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 really bad surprise. And I'm flying right toward him.
Oh, I can't do anything about that until next round, so.
No. Alright.
He's just gonna go say hi.
No.
Go give him a few tickles.
Just complain to him, where's my letter?
Yeah.
My goddamn letter.
Alright,
Like,
Fisher.
did you send an owl? That was your first mistake.
Yeah.
Just send a cat.
I sent a griffin. That's the second mistake. Alright, Fisher. People are trying to get up the ramp, and they're gonna be right there in front of you.
Are they currently right there in front of me?
Yeah.
How
Because you've
many
been waiting for
total?
them. Did you want to have a ready action for when they arrive, or do you just want to face tank what
I
they're
could-
doing and then?
Last turn I hit the dude with the firebolt, so I didn't have anything ready for it.
All right. All right, well, in that case, he's going to try and hit you with his one measly attack. He charges, screaming at you with a grand total of 14 to hit.
No.
You effortlessly brush off the attack. And then it's your turn.
How many are on this?
They're almost all the way there now, so there should be 6, and the conga line just keeps going after when it hits the ground.
How many could I get in a lightning bolt?
It's 100 feet, the distance of a lightning bolt. 100 feet, 30. You could probably hit at least 10.
Yeah, I'm just gonna point my sword down the line, and then the lightning bolt
shock them all
out of it. I believe that's gonna be a 5th level lightning bolt.
Jeez Louise.
Double check. Lightning bolt, 5th level, yeah. So that is gonna be 5 charges and 10d6. That is 36. And that's a DC 18 dexterity save.
Even if they save, you fry them. So there's a line of people that just screams at the same time, and you see them fall. Some fall off the energy plank. Some just fall to the ground and start sliding down the ramp. You just fry this line of 10, 11 people, and it's just in a single hit. How are the people
And then I
watching
just kind of shout down, next.
okay, then. I'm gonna... In that case... And... You notice a small betrayal of fear in a large portion of those looking at that ramp to go up. You know, maybe 10 or 20 of them seems to be moving toward the plank to try their luck, but there's a good 50 of them that just look at what happened, look at you, saying, "Who's next?" And you see them taking one step back. Because they only have one leader, every command decision is being taken with disadvantage, so a large portion of those watching that wall suddenly realize that We may get through the wall, but I'm not gonna be the one getting through the wall if I'm first.
Mm-hmm. That sudden realization that those on the front line don't last very long.
Exactly. All right. Yeah, that little moment of, hey, look, Terry, everyone's afraid of me. He just looks at you for a brief moment. Oh, yeah, never mind. All right.
I do think I want to, because I see there's a lot more over on the east side too. I think I want to move over to like A15. Because there's also the one at A18 that might open up soon.
Okay. All right.
And then that'll be my turn.
All right. Onak was able to help a little bit to remove one of the, and he actually succeeded to save for that. So it's just a few hit points that he loses. And how much does he regain? So he goes at 89. And that's decent. It's 12, 15, 20, 22, 11. Jeez. Okay. Fireballs on the wall hit Ogunak pretty hard. He looks like he's on his last route. But he did manage to help dislodge one ramp. And this one managed to dislodge this. Alright, and what about Jorg?
Jorg, I think we'll go for another machine.
Okay. Another 3. Yes, choice. Here. Well, he's gonna have one here, and one here. Except that it's sort of a minus 10, at distance. But at least you can see them arriving. And there's the one.
He'll go for the one that's going to be at P. That's going to be 19 lightning damage.
Okay. The guy did not succeed, so the guy died. And the machine, because it's a machine that doesn't move, didn't succeed his save, so it also got damaged. But he's not an engineer. He doesn't know if it's actually still usable. Here, I'm gonna put a red dot for the machines that he knows have been damaged. And they get to try and make new connections, which means one here. And they don't like it. Alright, Iselna keeps directing the towers. preparing for the next round of assault by the ship. Terry tries to dislodge and succeeds. One that is being focused, and I didn't roll for that one. They don't succeed, so it's been there for a full turn. It turns into a solid bridge. All right. Another turn moves forward. Audience, you find yourself flying over your target.
All right. Audience will...
You go into stealth mode. The room got dark where you are.
Audience would message Salna, get ready. I'm going to see if I can either break his shields or take him out. Get ready with your shot, basically. And then I would fly, and because there's a table, I would line myself up, and I would use my 6th level spell slot on a divine, or not 6, I don't have a 6.
Oh,
my 4th level, not quite that good. My 4th level spell slot on my breath attack to hit both the 2 people he's yelling at and the leader. And I will tell you, they need to make I think it's DC 15. Yeah, DC 15. Or wait, or is it 14? No, I'm kidding. No,
I think it's up to 15.
I have to look at my other breath weapon.
I think it was 14, and I think it bumped to 15.
Yeah, DC 15.
All right. Well, the 2 aides fail miserably. The leader actually rolled a 15, but there is a bane on the entire battlefield, and I rolled a 1, so 14.
Alright. So then they will be taking... They will be taking... 48 damage from the breath weapon with the divine smite, or if a shield pops up, 48 damage to the shield to try and break it for the shot for Yasalna.
All right. So, the message to Isalna is the moment the shield falls, you fire?
Yeah, if a shield pops up in front of him. If not, just take the shot, basically.
Well, once again, she rolled with advantage. So the first one was an 18 and the second one was a 20. Because the moment it hits, your breath pulverized the table. The 2 guys next to him, they just fry in place. It's way too much damage for them to survive it. They fall screaming. The guy just looks up and, as if raising a buckler, absorbs the entirety of the damage that you can of your breath weapon. However, because you're so close, you can see what this is. This is exactly that. A shield. An energy shield put up as a reaction. But the shield is oriented toward you because of what happened.
I'll simply signal, take the shot.
And that's what I said she just did. With a natural 20 as the second roll of the advantage.
Oh, goddamn.
Pretty sure he's not gonna even be left, but...
And then audience picks up a shield, puts it as an inventory.
I might pick up the shield while I'm here.
Why isn't it moving? Ah, here we go. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's the sum. No, that's just one attack. Alright. 18 plus 10 plus 9 plus 3 plus... Transfer those 2 dice here, and this is how this goes. Plus 18, plus 10, plus 4, plus 3, plus 1, plus... He takes a whopping 116 points of damage from that disintegrating arrow. You just see a pile of magical artifacts go and dust flying off the gentle breeze, which was blowing onto the field.
You know what? While audience is here, he's gonna use the rest of his movement to go and try and quickly pick up those artifacts because he can't actually teleport back. He has to fly back because they put up the anti-teleportation. So I might as well pick up all the little pile of magical artifacts that fell while I was here.
You can just write it to the side. You got a pair of boots. You got a sword.
One second. Let me go my notes.
Yeah.
1 second. Notes. Okay, let me just quickly, I'll just add this. I'll delete this later and add them as, but... Okay, so we'll go...
Pair of boots.
I got boots, sword,
a dagger, a shirt,
boots, sword, dagger, boots, dagger, shirt.
You got this weird little buckler that he had.
Buckler. Cool.
And a circlet.
Circlet.
Yeah. The helm vaporizes along with everything else, but there was a little circlet.
Anything on his aids? Or no?
Yeah, but it's...
Doesn't really...
It's
doesn't
standard
matter.
equipment.
Audience is not taking a long time searching around. He's grabbing what seems to be the important stuff and he's starting to fly back. Doesn't matter. Okay.
They have what you'd expect. You know, they have short sword, spear, shield.
You don't have to even tell me. Audience wouldn't actually take the time, I think, to search them. Not the middle. I think he would pick up the magical objects he sees on this leader guy, and then he would start flying back.
All right.
Actually, what he would do, and this would be his next round, but I'll just is he would eat one of his bulbs, and he would basically point, and he'd be like, "Your leaders have fallen. Retreat now while you still have your lives." And I can roll you an intimidation on that.
And you have your bardic inspiration.
Back. I do. Oh, right. That is... Where is this? Intimidation.
Rolls a natural 20. You're their leader now.
I rolled a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Just because I want to see big numbers and my turn's done anyway, I'll add the D10. Sure. It's a nat 20 with a 29 instead of a nat 20 with a 20 with a 23.
Okay. So, screaming that out on the battlefield.
Apparently 29 is the stream's lucky number.
All right. Yeah, it does feel like it's reoccurring an unnatural amount of time. 29. Okay, that's going to be interesting.
I mean, based on different D20 results, but...
Yeah. All right. Remy, you still have 6 seconds before you hear audience's claim of victory. So, what do you do? Do you keep going toward the really well-dressed wizard who seems to be feeling like all of this is basically a waste of time?
Honestly, it's like probably not worth potentially being disintegrated by a level 15, 16 plus wizard. So we're just going to veer off and... Well, I don't really have much of a direction of where to go next.
Well, you know that the shot was fired toward the leadership. The audience is not extremely far away. It would be faster for you to go to audience than to go back to the fort.
You know what? Sure. It's like, just like, hey, we'll see what audience is doing. 6 seconds later. Holy beef.
Alright.
You feel that there is a Raimi next to you, even though you can't see him.
Alright. And just to say, Remy, you can probably sort of deduce what kind of level that wizard could be. Tasya has shown the ability to use level 8 spells, meaning she's in the higher levels, but she hasn't shown the ability to use 9th level spells. And she's part of that school, and that's the founder of the school, meaning he is probably higher level than her.
I hope he's not waiting to just do a meteor swarm, but...
Well, actually, that's the spell that she countered. He's not the one who did that. It's another one who did that.
Cool.
Well, let's just hope that he can't do a wish.
Alright. The ship turns around and prepares to make another pass at the fort. And this is when Audience makes his announcement toward the entire battlefield. Your leader has been killed. Okay. I wasn't expecting to have to make moral check this quickly for the entire battlefield, but let's see how everyone reacts to that. Okay, we start out with a 3, a 2, and a 3 for moral check. So they fail. They got what they wanted, so they're not there. So which means it's them, it's them, it's them. The 2, a 1, So that's a little bit more decent. Which means... Oh wow, you literally angered them. Natural 20 on their save. So one group really got pissed off at what you just said.
Silvery barbs.
They failed, but that's not devastating fail. They won't just start running away. They failed. And this one failed. But this one succeeded. This one failed. That's a fail. That's a success. That's a fail. That's a success. That's a fail. Alright. Well, fronts are gonna start collapsing with failures like this. Jeez. They fail. I didn't expect that. But these ones succeeds. And the last one, no surprise. This one would fail. That's what anarchists do when everything falls apart. They never stay. Okay. Well, that resonated on the battlefield. There is an eerie silence that just falls on the entire battlefield, and the only thing you can hear is the flying ship that probably never even heard what you just said, and they just keep flying toward the fort and getting ready for another assault. But for everyone else... The southern front completely collapsed, and they don't want to stay here anymore. They're leaving. The western front, because of the attack of Bertrand and Siaraf, has already suffered great casualties. So your message completely pushes them away. They're leaving. The Eastern Front seems to be staying, but you can't see this. But they seem to be staying, but you can hear sudden noises of battle within the fog, within the mist. So a new battle has just erupted, the Eastern Front being where your dwarven friends are. So it's possible that they could have taken that as their cue to attack. You're muted, I can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I just said this exact same thing, actually. I said Q, and then you said Q. I was just muted.
The Northern Front partially holds. A lot of people leave. They start moving back. In front of the castle, it's the two armies of the warlords. One of them just starts moving away. You see half of those people that starts moving away. The other half stays there, but they seem to be not sure about what they're supposed to do, but they're not leaving. You see a few rogues trying to push back toward the fog, but they're not leaving in disarray. So you get the impression that they're just regrouping.
Okay.
So, as best you can tell, right now, it has had a tremendous effect on the battlefield. Every single front is pulling back toward the fog. And you get the impression that, not you because you have the wall of fog in front of you, but Remy can see through the fog and Fisher sees in front of him. 2/3 of the people standing in front of you seem to be leaving in disarray. The ranks have fallen, they're just walking away.
Not bad.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Among the banners...
You'll hear a comm, Fisher. I did something cool out here, too.
Yeah, okay.
Well, at this point, I think everybody's had a turn. At least once.
Well, except Jorg.
Well, your assumption is that Jorg counts as somebody.
Oh.
Alright.
The bored mage is not one of those who leave. He still waits there. Audience's announcement has barely made him react. He just looked in the direction of where audience is, and he looks back at the fort. You can probably even feel that there's a little in his demeanor.
You cut out there. Sorry.
Oh, okay, I cut out.
Yeah, there's a little what in his demeanor?
Just this little sigh of morons. You can practically feel him roll his eyes as this unfolds.
It's okay. I feel better knowing at least that Antasi is a student, which means he might not directly try and just murder her.
You expect the ship above your head to start attacking, but just as it's getting into range, it stops and starts moving away, going toward the fog. Over it, the fog of the eastern side. You know that ships like that can probably do more damage to the fort, and they have breaching pods. So
They're regrouping.
Yeah. The remainder of the armies are regrouping.
Audience will take the chance to group as well. He'll make him and Remy, I assume, will start making their way back to the fort.
Alright. Jorg can fry one more.
Yeah.
One more machine. Alright. You all make your way back.
Oh, I am actually going to contact Longshot. and I'm gonna tell him to go help. Because now that so much of the army's retreated, I'm gonna tell him to go help the dwarves on the eastern side. And I'll tell him the emblem to go help those dwarves. With his Tobiyashi. I'll calm over to him.
All right. He says, yes, okay, but I think someone else may be closer.
Okay.
Just
there are allies, and I think if we can support them now, we might be able to finish taking care of the eastern front.
Okay. I'll tell Kazan and Kudown that they're allies. They're making their way on that front. They were about to attack, but apparently you did something good.
Sounds good. Also, I think once we're done on the eastern front, let's have everyone group at the fort. I think that at this point enough of the army has been taken out that we no longer need to... I think throwing a stronger single front will be better than having people stay in the shadows now that their numbers have been thinned out so greatly.
Okay. We're bringing everyone in, or just
Yeah, just bring everyone once we're done supporting. Just bring everyone to the fort.
Okay.
I think if they try anything, the only groups remaining will probably the stronger ones, and while they may have fewer numbers, they might have stronger numbers. We'll see if they want to try one more assault, or if perhaps they come in for negotiation or other such measures. But I think it would be better to show at this point a strong unified front against them.
Okay. I'll tell everyone to go back to the to get back to the fort. Good. Good job.
Yep, you as well.
Well, I didn't do much. You literally took out the command center of the enemy.
We all play our parts in these battles.
Yes. How much room do you have inside of the fort? I have quite a lot.
Not a lot. We'll probably want to set up tents potentially outside the walls. We could probably set more of a guard with the fort at the middle. I don't know if you have tents or any way to sleep.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Kazan has something. He's always making a camp, a little protected camp inside of a bubble. So dimensional bubble. It's very, very useful. Okay.
Right. I'll see you in a bit, and then audience will keep flying back towards the fort.
Fisher, you remember who Kazan is?
Yes, he is.
Your trainer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And where Kazan, his cousin, the Dragonborn, who is also a tempered, always is. You never see them apart.
Yeah.
All right. So with everyone retreating and everyone going back to where they were, reforming their ranks, preparing for something else, probably. You have your friends also regrouping inside of the inside of your little fort. You find yourself with an interesting little contingent of dwarves. About a dozen dwarves. Most of them look injured. Judging from what they're saying, you get the feeling that they did take a few losses, but they don't seem to be too disheartened by that. And even more, they seem to be in a mood for celebration. They're dwarves praying to a god of war, so they just got...
Yeah, like that's the whole point.
That's a win-win for them.
Point. Yeah, it's a win-win.
They died for war, and we have a reason to celebrate. Win-win. All of the members of the garden gather inside. So you have your 6 smart members of the garden with you there. And you're joined by 12 Tobiashis as well.
Well,
Okay, I'm gonna ignore the 12 Tobiyashi because I don't want to deal with that.
that's too much.
That's a little too much.
One of you can come up to us.
Yeah, one of you can be the representative of the other 12. The other can
You hear them almost in unison. Well.
Well.
So I don't know, Zachary. I know you play with him on Sundays. You know, if you want to tell him that it's a perfect time to come back next episode, I mean, he could be part of one of the 12 Tobiashis.
I mean, I'll at least bring it up at our game on Saturday, so.
Alright.
If not, that's okay. Don't insist.
And then that's probably a good place to end it for tonight before we go
Yep.
into the conversation.
Yeah, before we get into anything else too deeply.
Yeah. Survive the first major assault.
And you manage to push back a large number of the enemies, enough that your fort still has 2 functional tower. One of the tower that's still up, you sort of looking at it, and you wouldn't recommend anyone go inside. You know, it feels like it could be dangerous.
Structural integrity is questionable at best.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know it's not gonna take. You know that they're not gonna stay away very long.
Mhm.
You maybe bought all of yourselves the equivalent of a short rest, a full short rest.
Fortunately, that doesn't do too much for me, but I don't know. We have some spell slots left.
All right.
Oh, I need to roll my con save. That's what I need before the session ends.
If you take a short rest, you can roll with advantage.
Well, it'll work anyway. I rolled a 25, so I get my breath back. I don't need the.
All right. Well, with this, first good news. That's gonna be it for today. So, campfire music, because on my channel we always end with a campfire because I like it. So, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Thank you for Gank IRL for the bits. That's very much appreciated. And I think it's the record. I think I got 1 bit, 10 bits, and I think I got 30 bits at one point, but I never got 100 bits so far. Maybe it's a first. I'll start being pelted by bits. They're just gonna fall from the sky like a hail of arrows. It's just that they don't hurt. They help. Alright, so, like I was saying, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Hope you had a pleasant, whatever part of the day it is, wherever you are in the world. The schedule is always the same. Wednesdays, 7:30 Western Coast Time. That's live broadcast. Rebroadcast, 7:30 Eastern Coast Time. And between the two, on Thursdays, tomorrow, well, yesterday if you're watching this on Friday, map making and world building with me at 9:30, because that's where I live on the Eastern Coast. Yeah, and if you want to help, bits work. I like bits. Wallets like them also. But, we got X, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, the link below for donation. Only donate if you can afford it. And if you want to do more, something else, spreading the word of the channel helps. So, you can always do all of those things. And that's about everything I can possibly say for tonight. So, unless one of you wants to add something before we leave.
Nope.
Okay. So with this, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again next week. And as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Good night.
Night.
Me.